Good morning, students. Database management system. Today, SQL queries. Before going to the SQL queries, in database management system, we have two models. One is entity relationship model, another one is the relational model. Entity relationship model, here the entities showing in a diagrammatic pattern with having the relation with one to another. See the ER model we are see in the diagram std underscore id name address sc date of birth, these all belongs to the student. When you are creating a student, these fields, that fields we call it as a entities which make the relation one to one, that is the student id, the student name, and the address, and the section, and date of birth. These all belongs to one student only. There we giving as a relationship. In the relational model, it will be represented in the table format. The same ER model what we are having the fields that should be present in the table format. The student ID, name, address, section, and DOB. What are the major importance that will be placed in the first and second column of the table? Here the users are four types. At the top of the, we are having four types. They are evaluating the query evaluation. They are evaluating queries. Queries means they can write, they can ask the questions. That questions will be evaluated by the query evaluation engine. We call it as a query processor. In the query evaluation engine, buffer manager, file manager, authorization and integrity manager, transaction manager. These are the four is stored in storage manager. When the query evaluation engine relation with the buffer manager, file manager, authorization and integrity manager, transaction manager. Here the buffer manager is, the above diagram shows the four users are asking the questions. The four at the same time it cannot evaluate the process. They taken first one and evaluate, and second one will be put in a buffer manager, and the third one and fourth one after one it will be executed. In that purpose we use as a buffer manager. For file manager, what are the stored files? It should be in a ABCD format like index. We already see the topic is the file stored in a index format or the dictionary format. Next one is authorization and integrity manager. So here the database having the authorization and integrated the product items, that is the entities. So whatever the query has asking, we will see the comments also, so that we can very clearly easily understand the authorization and the integrity of the manager. Integrity means combining the two entities and placing, showing as a result. and whatever we are having the integration, that will be used by the transaction manager. The transaction means it will be processed to the output, that will be seen by the transaction manager. So these all will be stored in the database storage, that is called as a disk. So in the disk we uses data, indexes and dictionary data. These four will be we are using in the disk. Now coming to the DDL commands. DDL means data definition language. The commands we having a DDL, DML and DCL. Data definition language, data manipulation language, data control language. So data definition language we have create, alter, drop, rename, truncate. For data manipulation language, insert, update, delete and select. Data control language, grant, revoke, commit, rollback. In this DDL commands or the database, majorly we use select, insert, delete, update. That is the data manipulation language we use. Remaining are the DDL language or the DCL will be used for some time only, because whatever the command executed, that will be recall or revoke. There we can use the DCL, or we have to give the permissions, then only you can use the DCL commands. So create command in the DDL, whenever you want to create a table, because you are collecting the data, that collecting means we cannot write directly the table format, you have to write the draw a table and the fields there in paper you can write, do the like this, but in the system you have to be create the create space table space, what is the table name you have to give, that table name you have to be write. That is I want to be write a table which is having a customer. So customer 1 bracket start id number 2. So I am giving as a 2 number, comma, name n-where character of 20. Here the varchar or n-where character you can use the capital small letters, and numbers you can use that one. Age integer, integer means the age will be considered. Address varchar of 30, salary decimal of 10 comma 2. Here the decimal of 10 comma 2 means you can type 10 digit, in that one last 2 digits will be a decimal point. And suppose I need one more table, that is I have to use the create table custom temp as a select id name from the customer 1. So second, you can also create the table with having the customer temper. Adi where you can call the elements from the customer 1 table. In that customer 1 what we need, the id and the name only. So for the going for the next one, create table student 2 id integer not null. So previous the first table the customer 1 id number, there you can use the space also, that is the empty, we can do not enter the id, then only it will be accepted. But whenever you are using a id into not null, definitely you have to give the id for a particular student. Name varchar of 20 not null, So name also definitely you have to give some text, and age int not null. So whenever you are using the not null option, that not null will be considered as a, if you want to be type any text from that particular column, empty will not be accepted at that time. These are the three types of creating the table. So when you are using the practicals, you can get the more knowledge by using the SQL commands execution. So next command is alter. Alter table name, add column name, data type. Suppose the previous one we use a, here the salary decimal 10 comma 2 is there, that is already we created. Now the field I want to be change the field, then you have to use the alter table student 1 add salary, afterwards we giving as a incentives data type integer. Then here one more column will be added at the student 1 level. Suppose I need to be delete the column, we use alter table name drop column name. So there the column name will be drop, means deleting the table column. Suppose the name, the column name want to be changed, then you have to use the modify. Alter table name modify column name data type. Next, alter table name modified column name data type not null. So the previous here we are using as a table create table student 2. There we use the not null. So I need to be modified as a not null. Then again you have to use the modified. Suppose you want to be drop, you have to use the drop option. These are the alter options in the table. What are the options used in the alter? One is you can add a column or drop a column or modify a column, and next one is modify with a data type as a not null, and next one is drop and rename. Drop the table student, that means completely the data table should be removed from the database. Drop table student. Rename student 1 to student 2, you can rename the student 1 to student 2. Truncate table customer 1. Truncate means mixing the table with the customer 1, so you can use that one as a drop and rename. Here the DML, see the first one, the table is there, that table name is the courses. What are the entities there? Number, course name and unity. How many fields are there? 5 fields are there, or 5 datas, 5 datas are there. So, or you can call it as a 5 columns data is there. CIS 15, CIS 17, CIS 19 and CIS 51 and CIS 52. I am using a command, SQL command is select star from courses. So courses means the table name. You can write, you can create a table in the DDL, that is a create table, table name what? Courses. Bracket lo use the number number comma course name is the varchar of 10 or 15 and the unit is a number. Now I am using as a DML data manipulation language, that from the table I need a data unit 5 who are going to be teach the unit 5, that names I want to be display on my output screen. There I have to use the select star from courses where unit equals to 5. So select star from courses. Courses means the table name I need to be selected from all the fields. How many fields are there? Number, course name and unit. 3 fields. From these 3 fields I need unit 5. Unit 5. Unit 5, how many people are there teaching? CS 15, CS 17 and CS 51. So whenever using this command and after that enter, then the output screen like this: number, course name and the unit 5. Here the star means total fields, how many fields in the table that will be displayed where the condition is satisfied with the unit 5. Next one is insert. I need to insert into customer values, insert into table name, that is the customer 1 is the table name into. First of all, you create a table name, create table name. Here the insert into customer 1 values of 90 comma name COD. Name should be in a single quotation or double quotation, and the number should be without quotations, and the address should be in the single or double quotation, and the decimal values it should be in the normally number format. Again one more I am using: insert into the customer 1 values address of ID comma address of name comma address of age comma address. You can use the address is also, so that directly you can enter the values from the cursor itself. Next command is update customer 1 set ID equals to 18 where the name is equal to Henry Court. Delete from customer 1 where name equals to Henry Court and age 60. Here delete from the customer 1 where Henry Court and age both are equal, that one will be deleted from the table. Next, DCL entity relationship model, basic concepts, cardinality relationship, ER diagram notations and ER diagram examples. So here the data control language, use the grant, revoke, commit, rollback. Grant, used to grant or given the privileges. So the table we are going to give the permissions. There we can use as a grant. Revoke, use it to avoid or object the privileges. That we can use as a revoke. Commit, so whenever using the commit command, it stores data permanently. And rollback, use it to revert the changes in the transactions since the last commit or rollback command was issued. So yeah, whenever you are using the last commit or rollback, there you can be call back the data after deleting or updating whatever you are doing in between the last commit command and the now commit command. that will be go back to the last comment point. See here, I'm using the commit command, delete from the customer where age equals to 25. Here, how many 25 age is having? Kulin 25, Chaital 25. The two are there. So whenever you are using the delete from customers, that is the customers is the table name where age equals to 25 means these two will be deleted. And if I am using the commit command, then it is permanently deleted from the table. We cannot roll back. Once you can use the commit command, we cannot roll back. Okay, so that command we have to use as a delete from customers where age equals to 25. Rollback. Rollback command is the transactional command used to undo the transactions that have not already been saved to the database. So if you are saved the database, that will not be back in the rollback. The transactional command used to undo the transactions that have not already been saved to the database. This command can only be used to undo the transaction since the last commit or rollback command was issued. So previously I already told you in the previous slide, if you are using the rollback or the commit command in the previous 1 hour back, that commit command and now commit rollback will be replacing to the save point of the commit button, commit location. So that in between the commit and now commit to now itself we are doing lot of transactions of them, that all will be back to the commit, so that in between these two we cannot whatever the changes that will be back to the one save point. The save point is previously where you have to be use the commit button. Suppose if you are if that commit after the commit, if you use as a save, that is a save command. Save means commit whenever using the commit, the previous data whatever we are having, that will be stored permanently. So after that whatever you are doing, you can make as a rollback. So here the rollback command was issued, delete from the customer where age equals to 25. So I already deleted, and I can use the rollback, so that the deleted data will be replacing into the again back to the table. Suppose after deleting I am using the commit, then again I am using the rollback, it cannot come, because it automatically it saves permanently in the database. So next one is entity relationship or entity relationship models. Here year data model is a very important in when you're collecting a database, because if you're collecting a data, what is the importance of the data, which field is very important, which field is not important, which field is important for after the second importance, third importance, like you can check, you can collecting a data, you can identify which data is important. Suppose I am collecting a data of a employee or a people. Generally, I can tell you one example is mm, counting a people or water list, counting a water list. There you can see the first one is the Aadhaar number, name, person present, and the home house address. Here the two important things, first one is the Aadhaar, second one is the customer that username or the person name. After that they go for the address. After that, now it is very important for the important of phone numbers, email IDs. These are the second importance. The major importance is Aadhaar and person name. And suppose if you go for the income tax side, other government or bank applications, they need, their importance is Aadhaar and the PAN card. They need two different IDs. Like one is the photo ID, another one is the address proof ID. These two they are collecting. In that case, they need two IDs so that they can collect the information. In that one, the first ID is called as a primary identification, and this primary identification we call it as a unique. So suppose I have a Aadhaar card number, no one having the same Aadhaar card number, that is called as a unique. So that type of identification of a particular table column, we call it is as a primary key. The primary key will not repeated in the table. The same table it will not repeat. Like the government also issuing a Aadhaar card means the Aadhaar card number will not issuing the another person. Once it is issued, no one can change or no one can allotted the same number to the another person. The year model facilitates the database design. So whatever we are creating the table, there we can having a facilities which is important. We can often of an enterprise schema that represents the overall logical structure of a database. Overall logical structure of a database. The year data model employs three basic concepts. One is entity sets, relationship sets, and attributes. When you're creating a year data models, we have to be think the three concepts. One is entity sets, relationship sets, and attributes. Entity sets are a real world objects distinguishable from other objects. An entity is described using a set of attributes. Real world objects are distinguishable from other objects. We can suppose previously one example we discussed like a Aadhaar card, person name, address. There we are distinct the differences we are identifying. That will be called as a entity set. We are distributing the differences. We can identify the differences. Which one is importance? That will be called as a entity set. That will be called as a entities, not sets. Entities. This entities we call as attributes. Attributes means behavior. The entity set is a collection of similar entities. Example, all employees. All entities in an entity set have the same set of attributes. Each entity set has a key. Each attribute has a domain. See, I am showing you the entity sets customer. The customer table having the account number, name, and different fields. the name which having the and the loan we are having a loan account ID and the amount of whatever we are having the amount. Here the relationship sets, it is a relation between the two tables, like a customer and the loan we are making as a relation between the two tables, that is called as a individually the customer having the entities and the loan having the entities, two entities, and the customer having the 1 2 3 4 entities. There here the relationship we are making the relation between the customer and the loans. So relationship association among two or more entities. A relationship set is a mathematical relation among two entities, each taken from the entity sets like a E1, E2 up to En implies to E1, E2, E, E1, comma E2 implies to E2 up to En now, where E1, E2 up to En is the relationship. Example here is A1 not 2 is relation with the depositor table. See now see the relationship. In the customer table, we use a customer name Johnson Smith Hayes Turner Jones name, and the in the depositor we use the date, and the account we use the account number. There the Johnson have to be deposit the 24th May A101 and the 17th June A201. That is it showing as a relationship. The relation means where he has to be deposit the two relations entities, two entities relationship it is showing. See another one relationship. See the customer and the loan I am making as a entities using as a relationship. There we can use as a customer Princeton having the loan amount of 7-17 with the amount of 1000, where the Rai having the account number loan account number is 711 as an installment of 900. So here the attributes, an entity is represented by a set of attributes that is descriptive properties possessed by all members of an entity. Example, customer equals to customer ID, customer name, customer street, customer city, loan, loan number, comma, amount. These are the attributes. That means the fields which you are having in that table, that is the entities. The values we call it is as a attributes. The person name and his amount, the two you call it is as a attributes. Entities are the table fields we call it as entities. In that particular values we call it is as a attributes. These are the relations we are using as a relationship data. See that previous table, here the account number 335 is the first column is the account number, and the name with the first name, last name and surname. So these three will be having a attributes, the values. Suppose I am saying 244 66 8800 Curry North Ray These values we call it as the attributes. There is a customer ID, customer name, customer street, and customer city. All the members we call it as a attributes. These attributes are related to the entities. Entities means the top heading we call it as a the headings. See here. Uh, See the ID, name, age, address, salary. These are the entities. And the fields, the values, ID 1, Ramesh, 32, Ahmad, and 2000 salary. This is called as attributes. Okay, you understand? The headings we call it is as entities, and the values we call it as attributes. Okay. So today class is complete. Go for the next class in the next session. Bye.